Today is Founders Day at Virginia Military Institute, and the Corps is celebrating one of its oldest traditions with a special guest. WDBJ7's Lindsay Cook brings us to Gary Snise's as he makes his first visit to the post.
The Gary Snise Foundation is dedicated to supporting our veterans and American heroes. And on Friday, Snise himself is speaking to the future generation of those heroes for the very first time here at VMI. 30 years ago, the world was introduced to Lieutenant Dan Taylor, the stern but later enlightened military man from the beloved film Forrest Gump. For the first time, Lieutenant Dan is visiting post at VMI, but the character's actor Gary Snise says Taylor would have been a cadet himself.
You know, you create a backstory for your character going in, and so I decided that Lieutenant Dan had been a graduate of VMI.
On Friday, Corps leadership invited Snise to post for Founders Day as the keynote speaker.
I've been wanting to come for a long time, and I got invited to come, and I jumped at the chance to accept the invitation and come to speak to the Corps.
You see him on TV, but to see him in person, it just brings you to a different level of respect and admiration.
Snise joins the Corps in celebration of one of their oldest traditions, giving remarks to cadets and joining General Major Wins in review of the parade.
I have a lot of veterans in my family, and I'm going to share a little of that family history and everything, and make sure everybody out there knows that I appreciate good leaders and people that have served our country, and I'm glad to be here to tell them that in person.
Snise says opportunities like this one are the goal of his mission as a public figure and founder of the Gary Snise Foundation, to honor our veterans and inspire the future leaders.
If I can be kind of a conduit between our citizens and our veterans and our service members, our first responders, and pass their generosity, the generosity of the people on to them, then that's one way that I can serve.
Lieutenant Dan is a role that Snise says never truly left him, and he's honored to continue sharing the story of that hero and share his appreciation for all our heroes.
I want the men and women who serve our country to know that somebody like me is out there, as an advocate and a champion for them. They deserve it. Where would we be if nobody wanted to serve our country? We'd be in trouble. So I'm grateful. I'm a grateful American for our defenders, and I want them to know it.
In Lexington, Lindsay Cook, WDBJ7.
Great.